Gallade's Gallant Journey. Playing Gallade Gen 4 OU, folks. Found this on the forums. Who made this? It was my favorite player. Ladybug made it. Ladybug on the forums. And this is just a simple close combat opener. I live that handily. And look at what I do. I Shadow Sneak. Focus Sash, don't make me laugh. I have a counterplay for this very scenario. So we know we've got a positive matchup against Jolteon lead, don't we? This is not a good switch in. I think that I gotta admit that that close combat is looking strong. I gotta be honest with you, Shadow Sneak is looking pretty good against this particular Espeon here. I'll probably die in the process, but I believe I'm up against Evolutions. It's so novel and fun that you're running Evu. It's all Evus. You've really broken the mold here. You've really broken the mold on this one. What if my team was simply EV-based Pokemon? How flavorful would that be? That would be so flavor. And then I understand I understand what you're doing here. I understand you very well. And I want you to show me more of your EVs. I'll say these EVs are simply splendid. How wondiferous this is. Oh, you got me with that one. I switched into Leafeon. I didn't expect Leafeon, to be honest. I thought it would be a different EV. I should have known it the entire time. It's okay. I'll just apply toxic poison to your leaf, and then what do? Knock off? Don't make me chortle. Don't make me laugh about that. Come on. This is gonna be a good battle. I can tell this one's gonna. They'll remember this one. They will remember this one. That's awesome. It might be considered a bit rude. I'm going to start the battle timer. They're gonna hate me in the comments, aren't they? They're gonna hate me for this. The battle timer has to come into the mix. It has to come into the conversation. Moonlight was selected, and it's really not an advisable move. Not advisable at all. Vagatha is in, but not for long. Not for long. Let's be upfront. I don't think 6 EVs is matching up very well against my Gallade. It doesn't seem so. It doesn't seem like that's the case. And the final EV is Flareon. That's going to destroy me here. That's an incredible move. That was an outstanding move. I do have Earth Power for such a situation, though, and turns out I'm totally fine. Turns out I'm going to be alright. Can these 3 cats finish me off? Can they do it? Nope. That's a win for Jim. I'll take it. You know I'll take wins against anybody. I'm going to run Ash Ketchum's team from the Pokemon anime. What a novel idea. Alright, close combat, close combat, close combat. Thank you for the points. How novel. This time Azelf is on the field. This surely Sneak gets you, yes. Okay, decent opener. You've made rocks, but I've made history. Gyarados? Serpentino, that's a great name. Is that the French for Gyarados? No, that's Gyarados Sif. That's Gyarados Sif. And the Suicunes does a pretty good job of handling this. I mean, Zapdos might just literally fall to Waterfall or Stone Edge, but Suicune has HP Elec. And that'll do it, I think. That'll do it. I like the Gen 4 back sprite for Suicune. It looks like my head is made of a crystalline gem that I can... I suppose you're from Pokemon Crystal. And thus you've got a crystal on you. I wonder how much that goes for on the market. Start battle timer, controversially. We're starting battle timer here. Battle timer is something that... It's like a universal truth of life. Wakanberry. And yet... I live the next earthquake. I get the follow-up KO, and Gyarados is dealt with for the meantime. It's done some damage though. It's gotten through my water type. That might be smart of it. Here's Scizor. I'm a little frightened. I'll admit it. You could go Zapdos. Zapdosif, but then you simply bullet punched. Interesting. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna make my own Stealth Rock. And I'll do it well. And I'm gonna get hit with Superpower, and I'm gonna be upset. But I don't know, you cooked a Bullet Punch? I feel like that's... Is that Choice Band Bullet Punch? I'm not calculating, but... Something tells me that was a lot of damage for a Bullet Punch. Against a resisted Pokemon with some respectable defenses. Just my opinion. It's just me. To create the rocks is massive. Right here, and... It looks to be Dragonite. And the question is, can I live... You're gonna Dragon Dance Outrage, aren't you? Is this an explosion sort of scenario? Will Explosion even KO you? I think it will. Yes, I think that's... We don't want that to Dragon Dance and go out of control. Look, my team is not the best against such a thing. Problem is we don't have Heatran for Scizor anymore, but I think it's banned Scizor manageable by Zapdos. My opinion on the matter. I'm gonna go to Zapdos, speaking of. We're stepping on rocks, but we're nice against the Scizor. We resist Steel and Bug. We resist Steel and Bug. So that is good. What do you have to say about it? Anything to say for yourselves in the comments? No. Here's Scizor as predicted. I do not have Heat Wave, but we've got Thunderbolt, and you're just gonna Bullet Punch me for frankly unimpressive results. We're gonna even roost up while we're here. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you come home to roost after a long day? In this position, tell me why not. Gengar is in, Casper the Ghost. Oh, okay. Thunderbolt, idiot. Critical hit, nice one, bozo. Does Sneak get you? Do I sneak you? It's an amazing question. Surely Sneak into Bullet Punch will at least get you. So that's what I will do. I'll do precisely this. And hopefully with Lucario and guy I have in the back who I've forgotten about, Latias, we will defeat this enemy. And luckily for us, we live the Thunderbolt. Don't get Pirate or anything. I get the close combat through for a win. A big win. It's an easy metagame, and I've solved it already. They've been playing it for years. I've played 2 games. I've already solved the thing. It's done. You can pack it up, folks. I figured this metagame out already. It's as simple as ever. Play around Kusnapberry with a Shadow Sneak. Maybe there's a Kusnapberry in the conversation. Not anymore. You can make rocks. And I can kill you in exchange. Is it a worthy exchange? We'll find out. Maybe. It often is, but... It often is. A couple of rocks on the floor are worth my entire life. It's a weird economy in Pokemon. It's a weird economy in this world. Gen 4 is kind of a dystopia. I think you want to go Heatran. It's got HP ground. Look who it is. Tyranno Sif. Even in Gen 4 you exist. What a concept. What a world. What a time we live in. I mean, listen to me, folks. It's looking like a Suicune scenario, possibly. Or is it a Gallade Galavant? It must be a Suicune scenario. Superpower selected. Superpower selected. Gallade would have resisted that and threatened in turn. I should have gone Gallade. I didn't know that would be clicked. I was thinking Earthquake, but Superpower is just as likely. We'll throw out a Surf. It's Starmie. HP Elec will basically means you can't spin. You've defeated me, but... Oh, you're breaking out... I think it's a calcable moment, sure. The fans love the calc. Some of you guys are screaming and cheering right now. So a certain kind of person is about to cheer and jump for joy at the Gen 4 calc coming out. I'm thinking Sneak. 37.5 to 44.4. That's not going to be enough. What about... No, that's going to be even less damage. But I got the Life Orb. Okay, Lucariant. With a Life Orb Adamant. Extreme Speed. Okay, that's going to do it. That's going to be more damage. Is likely to do it against offensive Starmie. We don't know if this is offensive Starmie, though. But I think this is our best play because, I mean... It's probably offensive Starmie with the what do you call it? The Colba Berry. That's probably what that is, folks. Be aware. Does Lucario live a hit from offensive Carmine Gyrant? Even it lives HP ground and close combat will do considerable. Let's go for this. You could go Heatran, but you could just go Heatran. Lucario is pretty good in the endgame. Let's keep this around. Flash Fire. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, how splendid. Let me throw out an Earth Power. It hits Tyrannosif pretty well. Oh, nice one, buddy. I've 2-hit KO'd you. You could have had a Scarf, but you didn't. You didn't have one. Alright, I suppose we're throwing Heatran to the birds now. Heatran can go to the birds. The birds will accept him. They'll say thank you for the offering. Although birds can't really speak English. They'd probably just chirp and screech and stuff. A Psychic selection is... And then a Flash Fire boosted fire. I got more out of that Heatran than anyone's ever seen. There's no rocks on the field though, but you got 2 Pokemon. I'm not sweating it that much. Gallade. Show us what you got, Gallade. A simple Gallade entry will shake the foundations that have been set. It's just a critical hit KO. We love to see that. Ice Punch this. Oh boy. Gallade's it has never lost a game. They've never lost a game with it. It's one of the best Pokemon we've ever seen in history. No one has ever lost with it. What's this steadfast ability do? I always forget. It's something bad. If this Pokemon flinches, its speed is raised. Yeah. Fake ability. Fake ability right there. I mean, maybe you get Iron Head flinched and then you get a speed boost and you hit Jirachi afterwards. Are we even running, sorry, Horse Team. Don't be alarmed. I thought this also got Inner Focus, but no. I'm hallucinating that. That was a hallucination from another time. Dragonite lead is about to get punched. And it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be very nice. Unless the guy has a dang old Yachi Berry. It's actually just an exit to a Gyarados. I could have Thunder Punch for all you know. But what's better is I got a Suicune and you don't even have a Wakan Berry. You don't even have Wakan Berry. We're starting timer. We're starting timer. It's a nice change of pace to play this gen sometimes because it's quick and snappy, you know. You get into the action quickly. I think Gen 3 is a better metagame in my eyes because You got more breathing room in many scenarios. Nothing's too powerful. Progress is slower, which I think is more... creates a more skillful dynamic. But sometimes you just want action. And Gen 4 provides that, I think. It does, truly. Sometimes you just want dopamine. You want immediate feedback from all your clicks. And that's what you get. And so far, I'm having a good time with it. As soon as I lose to flinches, though, I'm going to be upset. And I'm going to say, F this metagame, we're never playing it again, we're back to Gen 3. Draco, Meteor, Sif, and that's why a Roost selected. Roost was selected, okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That could be bad. That could be not the best. Toxic on that. Alright, it's gonna Roost here, so we could Toxic it. We could Toxic you. Sort of a even exchange. You can get poisoned for my own sins. We're gonna trick on this Latias. We're engaging in a bit of trickery. I dodged you. I'm just much better. It's just that simple. We're gonna bring in Heatran here. Discharge selected. Good move. It's okay though. I'll accept the universe I've created. There's Starmie and honestly speaking, what if I click Explosion here? No. You gotta maintain this to get rocks back up. Do you think Starmie Hydro Pump into Ice Beam will drop Zapdos? That's the question on the minds of everybody. Well, they clicked spin, so I'm glad to be here with Zapdos on the field. I'm glad to be here now. I'm glad I did this one. I'm glad of what I've done. I've really paved the way for a success here. Bronzong hit the field. Alright, dude. Alright. That's gonna make some stones on the field. It's gonna make the stones. And I think we'll go to the Heatran. We're threatening the maneuver. You know what I mean? We're threatening the KO. So I think you'll exit to Starmie indeed. And now things get interesting. Now things get intriguing, don't they? How do you beat how do you prevent this from like beating me? How do you defeat the enemy here? I don't love the like going Zapdos feels a little flimsy, but then does it really? You have to have Surf Ice Beam. I don't know what they run in Gen 4 anymore. They don't tell me. They didn't tell me that would happen. And they thought I would thrive. Okay, I could take this opportunity with Lucario to, in fact, Swords Dance up. Because I think... It's like a... Okay, Surf Ice Beam... Is it offensive? Well, How much did you just do to my Zap with Surf? You did 37. That's about this. And so Lucario, we can achieve extreme speed KO range with a high chance after simply Swords Dancing once. And then I think this is a pretty good offensive pressure point. If you Rapid Spin, I'm healthy. If you Surf, you're dead with Rock still up. Bronzong in, and this is where it's a simple KO here. It's a simple KO. And I think E-Speed is about to absolutely go to the moon. Gyarados for a small entry in a big world. Will Bullet Punch preserve some PP? Maybe it's relevant. Maybe that's relevant. You never know. You never truly know. E-Speed into Sneak will do it. And it'll maintain our rock as well. E-Speed into Snake is doing it right now. Right now it's doing it. The Dosed, it's not coming in very safely. The Dragonite's threatened by my punch. And what's last? It had better be something good. Or you're in trouble. I think this is like a slower Zapdos. I think punching this has got a good EV. It's Latios. Sorry, Latias. It's the TAS. They've called it. Some have. We'll go to my own. And gonna be honest. It's Suicune now. It's you go in on Starmie, you are yesterday's Pokemon. And I think it's a Gallade sweep. You bring in Dragonite to sack Starmie to try to spin. But I think it's too late. I think it's too late. Starmie's in. I sneak. Have I effed this up? I don't know. What's this selecting? Something good. Meteor. That's not going to do it. I fear. We just got to land a blast. If I explode, it's a tie. I'm pretty sure. So I can't. Maybe in every gen it's different with that. Sometimes it's not a tie, but we're all right anyway. We got the blast. GG. GG. Another battle for Jim. Another one for me. Metagross lead is a pretty... That's not my finest matchup. Although... How do we do just attacking the guy? Not even a 2-hit, and they got a chance to 1-hit. Oh boy. That's dire. That is dire. I think we'll go out to the Heatran or Suicune or Zapdos. Probably Heatran. And try to just match rocks, I think. I don't know. Because we got lefties. Sorry, Life Orb. We've got Life Orb, Fire Blast, so that would threaten a KO. The guy might be Okaberry, and that could be a huge disaster. And we'd have no rocks this game. But we gotta... I think we gotta force this out. Oh, it's Sash. And he's got the rocks up. Not a good start. We'll go back Gallade. And that's bad right there. That's no good at all. I think, in fact, you probably just throw out a sneak... Draco Meteor miss. Okay, a little bit of a bailout right here. Another miss. It's just that they put out a hit on my opponent. They've put out a hit on Saint Seiya. It's not possible for them to hit a single meteor. That's dire. That's quite a tragedy if I've ever seen one. Can my Zapdos 1v1 this Scizor? I don't know. Good question. His Sif. His Tyranno. His Tyrannosaur. Stone Edge Stone Edge miss it all. Miss everything. It's seriously... They put out a hit on my opponent, I repeat. They put out a hit. Okay, Scizor, Bulky Swords Dance, something like this I think we're looking at. We just did 63 with close combat. That will add up. -1 bullet punch. We are threatened with lethal force. We gotta get out of here. Wow, what a lucky crit. I'm joking. I'll go Luke here. The Rotom entry is insane. That was good. I'll just go to the Tias. Thunderbolt Para. Wow, that's crap. That's crap right there. I'm kidding. Text appears on the screen in large red letters. Jimothy right now is making a joke. He's making a joke, everybody. No. Consequences for what I've done? I didn't expect this. I didn't just expect there to be consequences for my wrongdoing. Then nobody told me this would happen. Toxic. No, that's stupid. Don't do that. Throw Latias to the birds. Choice Band? That's got to be Choice Band. That's 44 against Latias. That's powerful. How much does SD Bullet Punch do in a Rotom? 0. 0 damage total. It's doing a total of 0 damage. We're going to go here and Carmine up. To try and 1v1 our foes. Mathematics time. It's time for mathematics. 370. We're importing this. This is important. This is an important moment for me, okay? Well, maybe they'll do Trick instead of other options. They did do Trick, so I'm glad to be locked into Surf here, because that's threatening widely against all, and I in fact have a choice specs now. The Surf is going to hit all. I'm surfing this. We got specs plus a boost. I think that you've actually ruined your own life by giving me a specs here. Inf will do it. Inf will do it for you. Thank you, Suiken, for your service. It is Inf. You got Stone Edge. I'm hopeful that you don't. We got many Prio moves, and we got options beyond anything. Lucario resists Steel. Keep that in mind. I'm hoping we live a hit and we get you in just a moment, but who can say? Got pursued? Oh, that's bad. But we're kind of in a commanding spot here. We're commanding respect. We're in a commanding position. Commendatory. Swords Dance up. Could have done, I could have clicked Shadow Snake for a bit more damage. I think that if Gallade Close Combat does it, I'm pretty sure Lucario Close Combat will also do it. That crit me. Oh no. Comeuppance for what I've done. GG. GG. That's alright. Rupper, isn't this a gamer? This is a gamer, maybe. Dawn Dreams. I'm slashing. I slash. This is kind of where Gallade's nice, because we got Psychic neutrality. We're not weak to Psychic, unlike other fighters. Other fighters are lesser than me. They're worse than me. I'm a bit better as Gallade. I'm Gallade-centric in a few ways. My opponent is deeply thinking about the Gallade matchup. You probably simply make rocks and you're in a good spot, even if you die. That's my thought process. I think you just make rocks, and you're gonna be good, and you're gonna be happy about it. That's indeed what happened. That is indeed the situation we are in. Colbur Berry has proved even better than a Focus Sash because I can't follow up with a sneakable action. This has made things awkward. You can even explode and trade for a clean scenario. In fact, should I play around this by going to the Heatran? I feel like Heatran health is always valuable, so no. I won't do it. I'll stand my ground with a Night Slash selection. And allow the chips to fall as they do. Gallade has achieved little here. We're going to go to the Heatran and try to be able to create rocks if we may. If we can. Zapdos is in. We can make rocks against that. We can make Stealth Rock against that. That's doing big with Zapdos. Thunderbolt, though. That's doing big. The birds are going to feast upon Heatran here. They're going to feast. Here's Latias. Surf. You're probably exiting, right? Possibly to a Steel type who's going to take a bit more from Surf. Maybe a Tyrannosif. Maybe a Sif. I'm surfing. I'm surf prone. You stayed in? Oh, no. You stayed in. But it's okay. I actually think this is better than locking into Meteor anyway. Right? Well, I would have KO'd you, but... We're still 2-hitting. We took 35. We took 35 from that. Should I... Are you exiting? Let's not go crazy. Let's not go crazy. Let's be normal people. There's a commendable stay right there. That stay was nutso. It was an unanticipated stay from my enemy. And I think that was forced upon me there because, well, what more could I do? Swords Dance here? Call me nuts. They're calling me stupid. They're calling me dumb. To dance again is folly. And yet... No, I think it's good. I think dancing again is smart. You got more Prio than me? You got Infernape Mach Punch? No. Infernape Mach Punch is out of your reach. You don't have that. Infernape Mach Punch is not what you have. I refuse to believe it. How valuable is my slight amount of health here? No. The extra dance could make it or break it. The extra dance is more impactful than my health. You could crit me, and I would lay down on my bed and accept it. I would lay down and die. I'd say, well, you know what? I did my best. My play was superior, my preparation was superior, and yet they put out a hit on Jimothy Cool. My funny jokes were superior. My funny teams were superior. My bad luck Brian memes were superior. They made everybody chuckle. And yet here I stand. Oh wow. Choice Spam Bullet Punch really it dropped me right there. That did me in. That did it for me. That was my death warrant signed. Sealed and delivered. To somebody downstairs in the underworld who accepts the death warrants. They accept the death warrants. That's a great turn of phrase. Death warrant. I love that one. Full Metal Jacket. Have you seen it? Great film. There's a lot of great one-liners in that one. In the intro sequence with funny army man. It's just a funny, lighthearted film. Nothing dark or disturbing happens in that one. It's just a good time. It's similar to like Toy Story. You know? Full Metal Jacket is kind of reminiscent of like Ratatouille. They're pretty similar in tone. Am I doing the surf move again? I think I might. Crap. Should have done the Ice Beam maneuver. Dodged the Meteor regardless, so it was the same, exactly the same. In fact, I get an extra chip heal in the books. I get an extra chip heal. I get an extra 1. Extraneous. This probably gets me. It depends on the last. I don't know. Does Zapdos beat your last? I'm hoping so. I'm alive. Throw out HP Electric. Maybe it hits like a water type coming in. I don't know. Call me insane. It hit Dragonite for slightly more damage. We hit Dragonite for a bit more damage. Imagine if I clicked Ice Beam. I would have been in the clear, but I think I'm in the clear regardless because I have HP Ice. Does Bullet Punch drop me? No way. There's no way. I got this. I've done it. I have done it. I think Ice Beam was the better click there. I think it also KO'd Scizor. I wasn't sure though. You can say for certain that HP Elect KO'd. Let's go one more. Let's go again. It's just quick, snappy games. It's like that, and you're done. And it's fun. We are in. Jirachi, do I just attack this? I think so. Just get it. 41%. Wow, that's a little. It's alright. I can live a slam. We got a Lumberry on this. Slam is nothing to me. We're starting off with some decent aggression here. Decent aggression. Starmie, huh? I think I sneak this. And that's a respectable 31% damage. That's smart. Let's touch on this later. We've brought Jirachi very low. That's good for Latios prospects. We can click Dragon. Starmie, a little bit of chip can make all the difference in the world. Gonna double the Heatran and make rocks as we force Starmie out. And I'm just gonna die for the rocks. I'll do anything for a bit of stones. Jirachi is low as well. Consider this. Ponder this for a moment. Ponder this. What if I were to dance here? Won't. Good thing I didn't. Good thing I didn't. I think he covered it. I think he covered dance. And I'm glad of it because I got an advantage out of that one. If I danced, I was dancing with the devil. And I would have paid the iron price. And they would have wrote a sonnet about how stupid I was. They would have written a sonnet about it. What the hell's a sonnet? Is that even real? They made that up. Someone made that up for fun. Sonnet. It's like a poem, but from the 1800s. That's what that is. E-Speed is doing... It's not going to KO and I'm going to die here. I'm going to die. It's going to be me, but I have no switch in that lives consistently. You see what I mean about Gen 4? Like in Gen 3 you could go Blissey here or something. Like you can run Blissey in this, but Blissey's under more fire. Like there's no... Oh, let me go to my check. Like there is no check oftentimes. Like there's no check here. There's no check for this. It's just I have to attack you better. I have to get you more. I think you go here. All HP Elec. T-Wave was selected. I think you got Recover. We're bringing this in. You got Protect? I don't know. Surf will do it here. Surf is going to do it here. Starmie, I think you're dropping. Well, unfortunately, you did get to spin, which sucks for me, but... Here's the Loom. We'll get this switch in. That's good. Thank you for the paralysis prior. Are we ice beaming or surfing? Because Jirachi come in on the ice beam, get a bit more value. But Breloom could hit me with like Seed Bomb right here. I think you double Latias is better against both. Because it resists Seed Bomb and it hits Jirachi. And then we got a big Meteor. Possibility. Heatran you have on your team. Heatran is a Pokemon that's commonly used. Lucario's sweep is looking good though. Look at this. We're poised for it. Let's do this. And who has a better story than Bran? Am I right? Am I right, folks? I might just... Surely Breloom's getting one hit KO'd, yes. And unless you have Mach Punch, I'm loving my life. My life's looking fantastic. Everything's dead. Everything. You dead? Does Breloom have Mach Punch? That's the moment of truth. Who are you as well? Who are you in the final? You trying to lower my defense? Is that your plan? You're not even revealed, you Pokeball. Come on. Who is this? Zapdos. Zapdos Sif. Go Suicune here. Thunder Wave. I'm already paralyzed, you fool. You oaf. You absolute oaf. You have not thought this through. HP Ice covers both of your options, you absolute bozo. No, I probably lose this. I don't think I can get through this Zapdos. It's too healthy. It looks to be faster than me as well. Should I even roost? I could roost here. Let me ponder this. I got HP. I got it. More important this. This is an importable scenario. Against what is probably then a, I don't know, offensive Zapdos, because it's faster than me, right? It's faster, right? Zapdos hit by... No, we don't know who's faster, actually. But, let's say it's... I'm actually clicking Roost. I think I'm glad to be that I selected that. It's rough, because you could go Breloom on my Toxic, but you don't know I have that. You might think I'm T-bolting, you might think, like, what if I HP Ice, though? Consider this. Man, if I just Toxic, that'd be nice, but I didn't do that. Didn't do that. Yeah, I don't know what's in my opponent's brain, so I think you just choose at random in that instance. To go Breloom here is doesn't feel great, right? Well, just full powered twice that's gonna end my career. That'll do it. That'll do it. Can I possibly live a hit? 58%. No, I will. No, a critical hit is my chance. Didn't happen, dude. And even a Swords Dance wouldn't have got me through. That's rough. That's a little rough. That's a little tough. Some full paralyses to end my session there. It's alright. I won most of those games. That's fun. Gallade, a pretty fun lead. Just attack the enemy. Felt awkward in some matchups though. Metagross matchup, bad. Jirachi matchup, not great. Azelf kind of defeated me with the Colberberry set. The Colberberry got me. Sash, Azelf, you're good against, but Colberberry, you're not. Anyway, Gen 4 is fun. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.